Long time no see. I haven't filmed a video in a while. Hello. Why is my camera making my face look greasy? I swear it's not. Well, maybe it is. Who knows? I don't appreciate this. Hello, my name is Elise, and I know I haven't really been on BookTube that much for the past few weeks. Life's been busy, that's how school is. The semester's finally wrapping up, so I'm going to try to put more videos out when I'm done with school, but whatever, that's not relevant because I'm trying to squeeze in a video right now. So it is December now. I am filming this video in December, but I thought might as well make it December TBR because I will have winter break finally, which means I'll have time to read, which is really nice. So I decided this year I'm going to be participating in the Reindeer Readathon, which is a readathon by Break Even Books. I've seen it happen for the past year or two. It looks like so much fun, but I'm always so stressed out with school. But this time, we're making an effort, folks. We are gonna do it. So I am mainly making this TBR focused on that readathon. But other than that, I am also hosting a little mini readathon within my book club that I always talk about, Rewind Book Club. So the book club decision book thing, I don't know why I made that sound so dramatic. The book for December for Rewind Book Club is the first Percy Jackson book, which is The Lightning Thief, and all of the members of the book club were so excited about it. We have a couple hosts on our team that have read it and really loved it, and a couple who have not read it. Maury, if you're watching this video, it is time to finally read Percy Jackson. You better read every single book and love it, or else I'm kicking you out. No, I'm kidding. But within our book club, we're going to do a little mini readathon this December where we're going to read, if you want to, it's like optional, of course. All of it is optional, duh. But we're going to try to read all 5 books of the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. If you're not familiar with the order of all the books or whatever, I know there's a million Percy Jackson books. It's basically the main original series, the first 5 books. So yeah, we're going to read all that. I love right off this how right off what's the phrase? Right off the bat? That's the right phrase. I love how right off the bat I just went into rambling mode. I haven't filmed a video in so long, I forgot how it works. But yeah. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, this was a mess already. Okay, this is a mess. You know what, this is like a casual TBR. This isn't really gonna be a list. This is me just talking to my camera while I look what I wrote on my laptop. Okay, so yeah, I think that is the December plan. I'm gonna do the readathon, the Percy Jackson readathon, read along thingy for Rewind Book Club, and then I'm going to do the Reindeer Readathon. And then within all of that, I'm just going to be listening to every audiobook to ever exist. I wanted to use winter break to read some of the physical books that I have just accumulated in large quantities but never read. But for Christmas, I just decided that I would be the old grandma for my family and hand make a bunch of Christmas gifts. So everyone who knows me is just getting crocheted and knitted items for Christmas or whatever holidays. And I have a couple friends who have birthdays, so I'm going to be a little yarn machine. Therefore, I'm going to be listening to a bunch of audiobooks during that, so that way I can multitask. But yeah, so first 5 books on my TBR, Percy Jackson books, all 5 of them. I'll have links down below for I forgot how hard it is to speak when I film. I'm glad to be reminded of that. I will leave links down below for Rewind Book Club if you're interested. Definitely join the book club Discord because we have so much fun. But yeah, that's the first 5 books. And then for the Reindeer Readathon, I have come up with book selections for all of the prompts for the Reindeer Readathon. If I remember, I'll have a link down below for Eric from Break Even Books, what's it called, announcement video, but I think it's too late to sign up now, but if you still want to do the prompts. But yeah, I'm going to go through all the prompts right now. They're very cute. They're all named after reindeer. And yeah, the books that I'm going to read for them. So the first prompt is Dasher, a short story or collection or novella. And I'm going to be reading Intimations by Zadie Smith. I think that's what it's called. I don't really know what it's about. I just saw it on the Libby app and it looked interesting, and it was also only like a 2-hour audiobook. So I think it's like a short story thing or like an essay. I love to download books without even knowing what they're about, but I saw something about it being pandemic related, like COVID-19 pandemic related, and I saw some mixed reviews, so I'm really interested to see what that is about. Again, I really know nothing about it, but that's usually how I choose my books, so. But yeah, that's gonna be one of my crochet slash knitting audiobooks. And then for the second prompt, we have Dancer, which is a book by one of your favorite authors. Okay, so well, I'm not cheating. I'm using my resources here, and I'm going to be reading oh my gosh, The Lightning Thief by Riordan, um, because I was already planning on reading that, and it is by one of my favorite authors, so it fits well. And then we have Prancer, a book with oh, I typed out my prompt wrong. Oops. Prancer, a book with a travel element in it, which is like a vacation or a quest, whatever, etc. And I'm reading The Sea of Monsters by Rick Riordan because, I don't know, in all the Percy Jackson books, they are traveling around and going on quests or whatever, so that fits, right? And then for Vixen, that is a book that has recently caught your eye, and I am reading The Insiders. This is by the same author who wrote Anger is a Gift. There we go. And I really love that book. And also, the same author, Mark Oshiro, I think that's their last name, that is going to be the author who is writing the new Percy Jackson book that's just going to be Nico D'Angelo and Will Solis? I don't know, whatever. But I'm so excited for like a Nico and Will book. Honestly, when I have time to film again, this is just gonna be a Rick Riordan stan account because that's just, you know, my origins in life, and there's new content coming out and I'm rereading the book, so I'm gonna be all excited about that. Okay, but yeah, that book recently caught my eye. I just saw the cover and I was like, ooh, it's yellow, that sounds fun. And then I saw a couple people on my timeline reading it, and I looked at the description, and it's honestly about something that means a lot to me. It's a middle grade book, and it's about kids who are pretty much outsiders, and they call themselves the Misfits. And I started reading it. I started reading it on December 1st, but I guess one of the kids, like right off the bat, that's the second time I've said that phrase in this video, but he's wearing a Misfits t-shirt, like the band The Misfits, and that was one of my favorite bands growing up. I got to see the original Misfits when I was 15 years old. That is like my only flex. That might mean nothing to most people, but I loved, you know, whatever. So we're really off to a great start with that book. I'm loving it so much, and I just really relate to books about people who feel like they're outsiders, especially in school. So I'm really looking forward to that one. That might kind of fit the next prompt too, but whatever. I chose it for that one. And then next is Comet, a 5-star prediction. I hate 5-star predictions. I don't know why, because I feel like I'm setting myself up, and then sometimes I lie to myself about my ratings for a book, so that's unfortunate. So I just put something out here, and I'm honestly surprised that I ended up choosing this book for my 5-star prediction rather than The Insiders. But I chose They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I know that is like that is probably the most popular TikTok book, and I know that was a book way before TikTok. I read all of Adam Silvera's books besides that one for some reason, and I read them years ago, back when they came out, when I was in high school or something like that, and I remember really liking them. Well, actually, no. Maybe I didn't like them. There's one book by Adam Silvera. It's not They Both Die at the End. Maybe History is All You Have Left at Me, and I remember not really liking it. And then I read, the first Adam Silvera book I read was More Happy Than Not. I think that's what it's called. And that was like a 5-star read for me. It was one of my favorite books ever. And I recently reread it like a year ago. And I didn't like it that much. So I actually, okay, maybe this isn't a 5-star prediction. Oh, now I'm regretting it. But I've heard so many good things about it, and I feel like TikTok books, some of them, I'm like, besties, why are we bringing back like 2012 books that are actually quite trash? But I've actually heard good things about this one, and I have a couple of friends that really like it. So I'm going to put it as a very hopeful, ambitious 5-star prediction. And then next prompt is Cupid, take a shot at reading a new author, and I'm going to be reading Hazel's Theory of Evolution. This is the book club, This is the book club pick for the Ace Readathon, which I always participate in, and I usually do live shows for, so I'm looking forward to reading that one. It is also a middle grade book, so I love that. Honestly, the way my brain has been working lately is I almost exclusively read middle grade, and of course YA, because that's always been my favorite, but like I don't have brain cells for reading anything more complex or more adultish than that, so I've really been a fan of middle grade lately, so I'm looking forward to that. And also because it's for the ACE readathon, clearly it has ACE spec representation, and I'm really interested to see what that looks like within a middle grade book, because for the most part I have only read ACE books that are young adult or adult, so looking forward to that one. Maybe that one should have been my 5-star prediction. I don't know, hopefully at least one of these books actually ends up being 5 stars. And then next prompt is Donner, a book with a green or red cover as the primary color. And I guess this is the primary, it's like the cover is only 2 colors and they're evenly split, so I guess I could say it is a primary color green, but I'm trying to read Normal People by Sally Rooney. I downloaded the audiobook. I don't know why, like whenever it comes to popular books, I always wait years until I actually pick them up, but I don't know. I've actually had some friends that aren't booktube, book Twitter, book Instagram, that sounds weird, bookstagram people that have recommended it to me, so yeah, or in real life people recommending books to me, so I'm gonna try that one. And then the last prompt, oh I lied, that's not the last prompt, second to last prompt, is listen, choose at least 3 books and have one chosen randomly to read. So I just sent some pictures of my bookshelf, the one I have in my apartment, to my friends. Shout out for Maury for choosing the book for me. I'm going to be reading Lobizona, which is a book that I've probably mentioned on every single one of my TBRs, but never actually got to. So I'm actually going to read it this time, hopefully, because I do own both the first book and the sequel, so maybe I should actually get on that. And then the last prompt is Rudolph, a standalone book. And I'll be reading Her Name in the Sky by Kelly Quindlen. I've been really wanting to read this book. I finally got the audiobook. I love Kelly Quindlen. I only read one of her books. She drives me crazy. I feel like all of her books, okay, the other 2 that I haven't read, I've been putting off just because I know I'll really, really love them and they're gonna hit. So I think I'm gonna face my fears and finally read them. But we'll see how that goes. Other than that, that is the only plans I have right now. I love making extensive TBRs and then never following them, so we'll see how this one goes. But those are the plans. Let me know if any of you are reading any of these books. If anyone else is participating in the Reindeer Readathon, let me know. I wanted to mention this at the beginning of the video, but I think I forgot. I am team Mistletoe or something like that. It's whatever Eric's team is, but yeah, that's the team I'm on. If y'all are participating, maybe we are teammates, maybe I'm competing against you, who knows. And then y'all should join the Percy Jackson read-along, readathon, reading thingy for Rewind Book Club, because we're gonna have fun, and I love shoving that book down people's throats, so yeah. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know I haven't been making many videos lately, but it feels so good to finally film again. I don't know how much more I can film, because this was just a little, amount of free time that I don't usually have because my professors canceled class. But hopefully once school is over this semester, I can get back into it. But thank you all again. You all have a wonderful day. See you next video. Goodbye. Okay, place your bets now. How many of those books am I actually gonna read? I vote for like 2. Or maybe at least whatever I've downloaded as an audiobook, but when have I ever followed a TBR? Never. Why do I keep making them? I don't know, because they're fun, but not because I'm actually gonna follow them. I just watched them on my footage, like really quickly right now. I forgot my sassy hands. I forgot all the things I do with my hands when I talk because I haven't been in front of a camera for a long time. Also, I've noticed I'm like really just staring at myself, like leaning into the camera, so that's been fun. I feel like since I haven't filmed in a long time, I forgot what it's like, and now I'm like aware of my existence again. It's kind of weird. Also, how are we feeling about the location I've chosen to film in? I feel like I'm just gonna select different areas in my little tiny studio apartment to film, to see whatever has the least amount of car noises that you can hear through the window.